Hi everyone, my name is Justin. This is Michael. I'm going to be Michael's physical therapist today. And today he will be performing an Astrand cycle test in order to predict his VO2 max. Michael here has been warming up on the bike for about 2 minutes now at a workload of 25 watts and RPM of 50. He'll go for about another minute prior to me taking another round of vitals. Before starting though, I took a round of vitals measurements, and those consisted of a blood pressure of 118 over 76, a heart rate of 62, and RPE of 6. The RPE is a rate of perceived exertion scale that goes from 6 to 20 and is a scale that estimates how tired and how hard you're working there. Prior to starting, we also measured the seat height at the level of Michael's greater trochanter while he's standing next to it. And we also determined that Mike is in a low risk stratification for cardiovascular disease. He has 0 risk factors, and as you can see, he's a physically active male and conditioned male who exercises about 6 days a week. Also, let's see here, his resting vitals fell within normal ranges, which allowed us to start the test. And it looks like that's about 3 minutes, so we'll take a warm-up vitals. We'll start here with your heart rate. I'll take your radial pulse here. Good. Perfect. Is that for you? Next we'll do your blood pressure. I'll have you rest your arm here on my shoulder. Good. Perfect. Michael, looking at this RPE scale here, what would you say you're at?
About 6.
6?
Yeah.
Perfect. And after the warm-up there, I'll go ahead and start you on the test here. Your warm-up vitals were 120 over 78, heart rate of 72, and your RPE was at 6, you said. So now we'll begin the test, like I just said. Today we'll stay at 25 watts due to COVID restrictions. Normally we'd bump you up to about 100 watts to work at, and we'll stay at a 50 RPM consistently there. Perfect. And then we'll take another measurement of vitals at minute 3.
All right.
Perfect. How's that bike seat feeling there for you?
Good.
Good?
Really
Awesome.
good.
And the test is going okay so far?
Yep.
Good. Wonderful. That's about 3 minutes there, so we'll take another round of vitals here. I'll start with your heart rate again. Perfect. There's that back for you. We'll go for blood pressure here again. Have you rest your hand on my shoulder. Perfect. Mike. Looking at the RPE scale here, what would you say you're at?
8.
Perfect. 8 there. Good. So your vitals there at minute 3 were blood pressure of 124/78, heart rate of 74 beats per minute, and your RPE was on the scale at 8. Under normal circumstances, we'd expect your heart rate to bump up to be within your submaximal range, which is 60 to 85% of your heart rate max. That would fall about between 115 and 163 beats per minute. However, since we're staying at 25 wattage workload for the entirety of this test due to COVID, your vital signs there were acceptable. Now we'll continue the test here, and I'll take another round of measurements at minute 5, and we'll see where we're at there. Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
Great. Good. Getting some extra cardio in today, huh?
You know it.
Perfect. It's cutting season, huh?
Really good.
All right. That's about 2 minutes there, so we're at minute 5, and we'll go another round of measurements here. I'll start again with your heart rate. Perfect. There's that back for you. Write this down real quick. We'll go blood pressure one more time here. Again, I have your arm on my shoulder. Perfect. There's that for you. Back on the bike. Great. All right. Let's see here, Michael. And then RPE scale here one more time.
About an 8.
8
Yeah.
still. Great. All right. So at minute 5, your measurements were of a blood pressure of 124/76, heart rate of 74 beats per minute, and RPE, like you said, was at an 8. And within a minute here at minute 6, I'll take another round of your heart rate and RPE just to see if we've entered into that steady state range. If your heart rate falls within 5 beats of your 5-minute measurement of that 74, then we'll know, and then we can stop the test and enter into the cool down phase.
All right.
Perfect. So it's about a minute there since we took our measurements, so I'll start here with your heart rate again. Perfect. Is that hand on the bike, please? Good. And RPE scale here,
About the same. So,
about the same,
yeah.
still at an 8 there?
Yeah.
Great. All right, Mike, so your heart rate at minute 6 there was 76. That makes you within 5 beats of that 74 from minute 5.
Right.
So we are in a steady state there. So from here, we'll conclude our test and we'll enter into a cool down phase.
Okay.
And so we'll be at the cool down phase for about 3 to 5 minutes, at the end of which I will take another round of measurements just to make sure everything's all right.
All right.
Normally here we'd bump you back down to a workload and take it easy on you, but since since due to COVID restrictions, we'll sit here at 25 watts again, still maintain that 50 RPM.
All right.
At the end of this cool down, I expect your vitals to be back to about either your warm-up levels there, and it shouldn't increase at all.
All right.
That takes us to the end of the test. Is that okay for you?
Yep. Thank
Perfect.
you.